In open play, Spain were building the game in traditionally back four. Germany were defending in 4-2-3-1 formation in open play and was doing press with soulman. The German frontman was ready to press Spanish centre backs, but Germany's frontman was 2v1 against Spain's centre backs, so he couldn't deal with Spain's centre backs and his press looked ineffective. Spain were using sole pivot and that was Sergio Busquets. Germany's second line was of 3 players and Germany's second line was operating central and narrow. Ilkay Gundogan was in the role of number 10 and his position was central. Because of the Ilkay Gundogan's operating central, he could defend Spain's pivot one-on-one. And on the other hand, Spain's pivot was 3 versus 1 down in front of Germany's second line due to the Germany's second line operating narrow, and Spain pivot was having trouble receiving the ball in front of and in behind Germany's second line. In open play, Spain's attacking midfielder were operating between the line and Germany's wide midfielder were operating narrow. With the wide midfielders operating narrowly, Germany's wide midfielder were cover-shadowing Spain's attacking midfielder. So Spain's attacking midfielder were unable to receive the ball behind Germany's second line. On the other hand, the German second line operated narrow, so the Spanish centre-backs were unable to penetrate German second line. The Spanish centre-back did not have time to hold the ball and penetrate the German second line as Muller was always ready to press centre-back. Even if the Spanish centre-backs could penetrate German second line, the Spanish attacking midfielders would be 2v2 in front of German defensive midfielder and it was easy to deal with this situation for Germany. Spain's pivot was unable to receive the ball centrally, so Spain's centre-backs were forced to play sideward passes. And while Spain's centre-backs were playing sideward passes, Germany's second line was drifting wide from the centre. Now with Germany's second line drifting wide, Gundogan could cover Spain pivot and Guy was the cover shadow from the Germany's wide midfielder. So Germany's midfield was cutting off the passes, so the Spanish fullback could only play backward and sideward passes because he didn't have any passing option in the midfield. Because Germany's midfield was narrow, so when the Spanish fullback was receiving the ball, the channel was completely open. Due to the Germany's attacking midfield line and defensive midfield line were narrow, the Spanish winger could drop in and receive the ball. But when the Spanish winger was receiving the ball by dropping in, the German fullback was ready to track back the Spanish winger. Because Germany's defensive midfielder was one-on-one with Spanish attacking midfielder, so when the Spanish winger was releasing the ball to the attacking midfielder, due to the one-on-one situation, the Spanish attacking midfielder did not have the space to hold the ball and had to play backward passes. In open play, Germany were playing as a mid-block. Germany could only protect the central zone because of Germany's mid-block. So while the Spanish centre-back was linking up directly with Spanish winger, 6 German players were out of game. So when the Spanish winger was receiving the ball, the Spanish winger was free in the wide zone. Seeing the Spanish winger free, the German fullback was ready to press the Spanish winger. Because the German fullback was committed to the Spanish winger, the higher up the fullback created space behind him, and the Spanish attacking midfielder was ready to move into the right channel. If Germany's defensive midfielder failed to catch Spanish attacking midfielder, Guy was ready to go behind Germany's fullback. Now Germany's fullback was out of position, so Germany's central defender was being forced to refight because Guy was free in the wide zone, and you can see a space was being opening up for Spain. In open play, Gavi and Pedri were operating between the lines. The position of the Spanish attacking midfielder were narrow alongside the Spanish striker. Due to the narrow position of the Spanish attacking midfielder, the German fullbacks were forced to defend narrowly. The Spanish striker was a drop-in, so a 3 vs 2 situation was being created in front of Germany's defensive midfielders. Germany's defensive midfielder Goretzka and Kimmich were one-on-one in front of Spanish striker and attacking midfielder, so Spain's second attacking midfielder free at the center of the pitch. If Germany's fullback defended wide, Spain's attacking midfielder was free, so the German fullback was forced to defend narrowly and mark Gavi. So when diagonal ball were played from the left hand side, the Spanish right winger could easily receive the ball in the channel because Germany's fullback was defending narrowly. As we discussed, Spanish winger was dropping and the Spanish attacking midfielder was drifting wide behind the German fullback. Asensio, winger and Pedri were making wide triangle, but this triangle was marked man-to-man. Central defender on Pedri, defensive midfielder on Asensio and fullback on Olmo. So in this way, Germany were defending 3v3 in the wide zone. Germany's one-on-one defending was removing passing option and Spain were being forced to pass backward. Let's talk about how Germany conceded the goal. There was an error by Gundogan. Gundogan was drifting wide towards the Spanish fullback when Spanish fullback received the ball, and when the return pass from Spanish fullback to the centre back, then Gundogan could not cover Spain pivot. That was a lazy defending from Gundogan. Gundogan did not cover the Spain pivot, and when the pivot received the ball, he had space. The Spanish winger was in half space, so he was holding the German fullback. The Spanish fullback was already on the overlap when the Spanish winger received the ball, and with Germany's fullback being narrow, Spain left back had space. Now Alba was free in the left channel, so the German fullback was forced to track back the Spanish fullback. Due to the commitment of German fullback to the Spanish fullback, a space was created between German centre back and the fullback. Don't forget the movement of Alvaro Morata. First he made an inside move in the box which caused the German central defender to make on inside move. Then suddenly Alvaro Morata made outside move. Because Germany's centre back was blindsided, Germany's centre back was unable to catch Alvaro Morata and goal for Spain. Spain centre-backs were split alongside the goalkeeper and Spain were in back three. Germany were pressing with soulman in the first phase, so Spain had a number advantage of a 3 versus 1 player. As we discussed, Germany's second line was operating central and narrow. With Germany's wide midfielder operating narrow, Germany had no player in the wide zone to cover Spain's fullback, so the Spanish fullback could easily receive the ball in the wide zone. Germany's second line was bypassed when Spain fullback was receiving the ball, so Germany's defensive midfielder was 2 versus 1 in front of Pedri and fullback. If the German defensive midfielder committed to the Spanish fullback, Pedri was free to receive the ball behind the German second line.